Om Shri Sai Ram. I firmly believe that the greatest gift that I have received in my life is from my parents, from my father and mother, and that is Swami, him. He is the greatest gift they gave me. You know, my father was the one who introduced me to Swami. He said that this is God, believe it, and I believed it. And it was my mother who told me that now that you know it is God, God is the greatest thing that matters in your life. So only hold on to God. And more than just saying, that is what she did. In fact, during the summer vacations, I would be so excited to go home, but my mother would tell, why you want to come home? Stay there only, stay with Swami, it's better. Then I would say, mother, but I want to meet you, I miss you. Honestly, sometimes it would be that I miss playing with my video games and miss my friends more than my mother. But I would tell it like that, and she would say, oh, you're missing me, then don't worry, I will come and stay with you. She would leave my father alone in Bombay, and she would travel to either Puttaparthi or Bangalore, wherever Swami was, and spend time with me saying, yeah, I am here on vacation for you, you be with Swami. Not only did she tell me that you have to be with Swami, all the decisions she took in her life, though she was criticized and condemned at times by family members, by people whom she respected and revered, she was firm that no, Swami is one, Swami is number one. And today, when I have this conviction that Swami is most important in my life, grateful for it in a large part to Swami and my mother.
Prema Swarupulara.
When we wonder when is the right time, there's nothing like a right time. Even when the baby is in the womb, you can start telling about Swami. Start telling the stories, just speak. And trust me, when we start sharing about Swami, it happens. They start picking up. Automatically, both my daughters have great love and devotion to Swami. Swami is their God. No doubts at all. No need of testing or anything. Simply because they have seen. And let me also tell, when that yearning and intensity is there, Swami himself participates and comes. I used to always feel this regret, with Bhakti I felt. With Janvi I didn't feel, because Swami had already proved by then. With Bhakti I had this regret that Swami, Bhakti is born 4 years late. She's not going to see you at all. How will she experience you, Swami? Why did this happen late? Well, Swami has his own ways of showing that he cares. Even as Bhakti was born, so in India we are not allowed to determine the gender of the child. So we did not know whether it's a boy or a girl. And we had to think of different names, right? So we had made a list of names. And I wanted a name that would indicate that this child is a gift from Swami. But at that time I had wrongly assumed that I would be staying all my life in Puttaparthi. That's why, never say never, never assume anything. With God, love is uncertainty. I had wrongly thought like that. So I thought I didn't want to name my child with any Sai or something like that. Sai, there'll be Sai Priya, Sai this, Sai that, right? I didn't want to, because I felt, I have seen that anybody who is named Sai Siddheshwar, it gets shortened to Sai. People start calling him Sai. And when that happens, in Puttaparthi there's a high chance that 3/4 of the class will be Sai something, right? So Sai means everybody. So I didn't want to put the word Sai in her name or his name, but yet wanted it to indicate a gift from Swami. And that is why I felt the best name would be Vibhuti. The magical thing about the name Vibhuti is that it's unisex as well. I know boys who are named Vibhuti, girls who are named Vibhuti. So I had told Pooja, what do you think? Let's name the child Vibhuti. And she said, no, I don't like Vibhuti because it's a unisex name. So you see, this also happens between couples. The same thing is the reason why you don't like it and why you like it as well. So finally we had come to an agreement that if it's a girl, I get naming rights. If it's a boy, she gets naming rights. That was the agreement. And it was a girl. So naming rights with me. So in the hospital itself, even as she lay next to her mother, I started Vibhuti, Vibhuti, and Pooja would be like, please, not Vibhuti. No, it's done, deal, my decision, Vibhuti. That's when Pooja, said, let's ask Swami for the name. I said, I don't know. I don't know how you'll ask Swami for the name, because Swami was physically not there. I said, see, I'll give 1 week time. Within 1 week, I need to be convinced that Swami has given a name. If that happens, fair and good. Otherwise, it's going to be Vibhuti. Even in that 1 week, I used to keep calling the baby Vibhuti, Vibhuti, Vibhuti. Till one night, I had I don't know if it's a vision or a dream, because because I wasn't fast asleep. At the same time, I wasn't awake. I was drifting. And anybody who has newborn babies will know what is this phase where you don't know whether you're sleeping or you're awake. You don't know whether it's day or night, and just that's it. Hats off to the mothers especially who take care of their babies in that manner. So there Swami comes and tells me, go bring your child. When I went to fetch my child, I couldn't see her. So I began to call out to her. And how did I start calling out? I started saying, Bhakti, Bhakti, Bhakti. And I'm calling out Bhakti, Bhakti. And with that I woke up. I woke up to find my little daughter beside me, few days old, and beside her Puja. So I woke up and said, Puja, Puja, Bhakti. She said, what? Puja, Bhakti. What Puja, Bhakti? No. I'm saying Bhakti as the name for the child. I said, wow, I like it. I said, okay, let's check. So I took one piece of paper, wrote Vibhuti on it and Bhakti on the other. We put chits in front of Swami. Puja picked up and it came Bhakti. And that's how we named her Bhakti. And I felt so happy. I realized that Swami had come and given a name. And I felt just because he is not there physically doesn't mean that my child can't grow in connection with Swami. I will narrate one more beautiful incident, very, very close to my heart. I just want to share these incidents to show that we should put in all our efforts to give them the greatest gift. As parents, we want the best thing for our children. We wonder, what is it? Best school, best courses. We put them for dance classes, for music classes, for swimming classes, karate classes, this classes. Oh my God, nowadays when I say children, I feel how much pressure they face. They not only have to excel in academics, they have to excel in swimming, they have to excel in dance. Every kid dances, every kid seems to be singing. And with the advent and the explosion of social media, you see whiz kids. Before the whiz kids, only that area people would know. Now one whiz kid in Bangalore, the whole world knows. The whiz kid in Sydney, everybody knows. The whiz kid in Colombo, the whiz kid in Moscow. The rest of the world knows, and every parent feels, oh, my child is also a whiz kid, and becomes so tough, right? I'm not saying that we shouldn't encourage the child, but in my limited experience and the way I have seen Swami bring up children, allow them to show their inclination, what they like. And what they like, we give them opportunities to explore if they wish. Every child need not be an academic genius, need not be a dancer, need not be a singer. You cannot make a fish climb a tree, you cannot make a monkey swim in water. You can't make a dog dive deep into the water. No, you can't make a dog fly, you can't make a bird run. Identify whether the child is a bird, a fish, or a puppy, or a kitten. Accordingly nourish and nurture. But irrespective of whether it's a puppy, a kitten, a bird, fledgling, or what is important is we need to put the love for God in the child, and that is through our actions. We need to emphasize it through our thought, word and deed on a daily basis. The greatest gift we can give our children is the gift of love for God. Everything else is secondary, tertiary, maybe not even tertiary, further than that. Most important is this, because ultimately what we seek in life, which is peace, happiness, contentment and joy, comes from God. Happiness is union with God. That's it, nothing else. And when we put efforts, Swami responds in beautiful ways. I remember it was the 7th of June 2016 and Puja woke up and said that I had Swami's dream. Wow. Wonderful. What was the dream? Swami had come home and Swami told me and my late father that we should perform the Ganapati Homam. Okay. What else? After that, Swami told Puja that I will feed Bhakti. And Puja was wondering how will Swami feed Bhakti, because Bhakti was still only being exclusively breastfed. So only mother's milk. Swami said, no, I'll feed Bhakti. And it's on waking up that Puja realized that, hey, this is Annaprashna. When the baby is fed external food for the first time, usually a bit of mother's milk is mixed with rice and squished and the baby is fed. And Swami was saying he would perform the Annaprashna. And she was so excited. Swami also gave details of the homa or a yagna that should be performed at home only. That's why I'm calling it homa. A yagna done at home is homa. in my definition. Anyway, that's not the actual definition, but a homa, so a Ganapati homa. And Swami said, ensure that the completion or the Purnahuti is done before the sunrise. So, okay, all these instructions we took. It was, as I said, it was the 7th of June. At that time, I was traveling, I had to travel to Mumbai for a Samarpan session, for a talk at Dharmakshetra. And I think that talk has also been uploaded online. So I said that when I come back from Mumbai, let's pick the first Thursday and do what Swami has said. And that turned out to be the 23rd of June, 2016. So I said, okay, fine, let's do that. Now, since in the dream it was only me and my father there, my father at that point in time said that he would do the homam, the Ganapati homam. He knew all of this, so he said, I will do it. And I said, okay, wonderful, I will assist you in this. So I began to go to my Google search to find out what all I had to be ready as an assistant priest for the Ganapati homam. Imagine my thrill when I realized that Ganapati homam is one of the things that is done for the Annaprashna of the baby. Swami was indeed indicating for the Annaprashna. I was very thrilled. Now I began to research more about when the Annaprashna is done, and I found out that for girls, for girl children, it is done on the 7th day of the 7th month. Since Bhakti was born on December 15th, the 7th day of the 7th month, not completion of 7th month, 6 months, 7 days, 7th day of the 7th month, happens to be June 22nd. Now, June 22nd is the date as per the tradition, and we had thought June 23rd would be good because it's a Thursday, right? Now, in my family they said, no big deal, we'll do it on Wednesday. I felt, no, we should do it on Thursday because Thursday is Swami's day. But somewhere within, I was just feeling, Swami, everything so beautifully you have guided. We were not even aware that a ceremony like this has to be done, and you only woke us up to the reality of this, and you have arranged everything. Why this jarring note? Wednesday or Thursday? It could have just been a Thursday, right? This was what was happening in my mind. And then again, Swami resolved it so beautifully. See how Swami shows that he is with us through and through even now. We all know Swami's birthday, right? It is the 23rd of November 1926. And Swami was born on a Kartika Somavaram. For those who don't know Sanskrit, Kartika Somavaram is Monday, Kartika is a month, so it is the Monday of the month of Kartika. But go to the calendar and check for 23rd November 1926. It is a Tuesday. A Tuesday, not a Monday. Then, how come Swami was born on a Monday, Somavaram? You see, dear brothers and sisters, unlike the English calendar, in which the new day starts in the middle of the night, doesn't make logical sense, right? Like in the middle of the night, the new day is beginning. How can a day begin in the middle of the night? The Bharatiya tradition, the Indian cultures, starts the day with the rise of the sun, which is logical, right? When the sunrise happens, it's the beginning of a new day. Otherwise, it's still night. Swami was born before the sunrise on the 23rd of November. He was born in the Brahma Muhurtam for, I think, 5 a.m. or something like that. Exact time, I'm not recollecting now. But he was born in the Brahma Muhurtam before the sunrise. And therefore, though it was a Tuesday, in the Indian calendar, it is still a Somavaram. And as I read this, you can understand the thrill in my heart. Swami had so clearly indicated in the dream that this Homa, Purnahuti, should be complete before sunrise. Which means, as per the English calendar, we are in Thursday. I am happy. But as per the traditional calendar, it is still the 7th day of the 7th month, because unless sunrise happens, the 8th day doesn't begin. And that was how on the 23rd of June 2016, we did the Annaprashna ceremony. It was so beautiful. And after that, I don't have the time here now, but innumerable have been the incidents where I have seen that Bhakti and Janvi are with Swami, and Swami is with them.